I don't know why you get up and go to work in the morning. I get up in the morning because I really believe that Jesus is the hope of the world. I believe with every fiber of my being that Jesus changes people's lives, and I really want people to know about that. And if you're a part of Harbor Covenant, I believe you want that too. But here's the thing, it doesn't happen by accident. We have to decide that we want people to come to Christ bad enough to do something about it. We can't just open the doors of the church and put an all are welcome sign out in front. Years ago, we realized that people weren't coming to Christ at our church. Students were, children were, but not adults. We were growing, but not because people were coming to Christ. We decided that if we were serious about wanting people to know Jesus, we would have to take action. We needed to go where people who didn't know Jesus were. It's why we planted North Campus. There was an area with no churches and tons of people. And people came to know Christ through our ministry there. And it revitalized Central Campus too. It was exciting to hear about people finding hope and peace in Jesus for the first time. It helped us focus on what the most important things were. It wasn't what color to paint the church or spending hours organizing ourselves. It was reaching people for Jesus and making them disciples. Did you know that Bremerton has one of the highest rates of people far from God in our entire country? Did you know that the average age of Bremerton has dropped to 32? Did you know that new families are moving into old neighborhoods? And I bet you can guess that most of those people don't know Jesus. We want to do something about that because we can do something about that, and because we believe that God is calling us to do something about that. We're not content just being a happy suburban church and caring for ourselves. God has not only called us on mission, He's equipped us and given us resources to carry it out. There's a wide open door for us to participate in God's mission in Bremerton. Grace Covenant Church in Bremerton is finishing their ministry. Lots of good ministry has gone on there, but they realize it's time for them to thank God for what He has done and get ready for something new in the future. That congregation, along with the Pacific Northwest Conference, has invited us to come in and start a new multi-site of Harbor Covenant there. Why? Because they want to reach their community for Christ. We have a track record of doing that. We care about reaching people for Christ, and we have the resources. Here's an exciting opportunity. In addition to new young families moving in, the church is right across the street from Olympic College. There are about 8,000 students there. The college estimates that over 400 of them are experiencing homelessness while going to school, many of them living in their cars. That sounds like an amazing opportunity for something like Tables of Grace to me. It's kind of crazy because we've been praying about Bremerton for years. We knew there were all sorts of needs there and opportunities for ministry, but we didn't know what to do. And now to have a congregation with a great facility in the middle of a neighborhood with great need, in the middle of a city that's very unchurched, in an area that we've been praying about, ask us to come in and breathe new life into a ministry that's been there for decades, well, that sounds like God at work to me. I want to be a part of that. The multi-site team wants to be a part of that. The leadership team wants to be a part of that. And we hope you'll want to be a part of that too. Over the next few days and weeks, you'll get a lot more information. There will be Q&A sessions and open houses and prayer walks, all kinds of things to share the vision and the details with you. It'll be super exciting. But the most exciting thing will be in 6 months or so, when I get to share stories with you of people who've come to know Jesus for the first time because we followed God's call and went to Bremerton.